Hi there, welcome to Chesapeake Bites. I'm Chef John Shields, founder of Our Common Table. Join us as we travel around the bay, taking tasty bites of all that Chesapeake has to offer. In this series, we present one recipe every Wednesday, demonstrating how you can eat well, protect our environment, and rebuild our local food economy one dish at a time. Today in Chesapeake Bites, we'll be making sweet potato cakes with a fig apple chutney. Let's get cooking. Easy. Okay. So we have some apples here, Mary, that you can put in to our pot. We have a hot pot here. Okay. And I got the apples from Black Rock Orchard. And they're right up on the Maryland-Pennsylvania line. And in fact, there are markers from the Mason-Dixon line on their farm.
And they're also down on the 32nd Street Market, correct? They are, and they have a great display down there.
They do.
Like we always say, go to your farmers markets. They're everywhere.
Yep, either go to CSA or farmers market.
Oh, yeah, that too.
All right, now we have some dried figs.
Okay.
And what kind of figs are those?
They're Black Mission figs.
Okay.
And the reason I like to use a dried fig for this particular thing is a fresh one, they just kind of disintegrate. There's so much water in a fig right off the tree, which is phenomenally delicious, right? But and let me grab this here. So we're just going to do that a little bit like so. And then just, how about some sugar, Mare?
Okay, this sugar?
Yeah.
Okay, all of it?
Yep, all of it's 1 cup.
1 cup.
If you're counting, it's 1 cup.
1 cup.
Then we're going to put in some apple cider vinegar. It's about a half a cup, but that looks like a little bit more than that. So I go just about half of that, Mare.
Okay.
Like
that?
Maybe? A little bit more, maybe a little bit. There, that's good. So you see kind of the ratio we have going on here. We have like 1 cup of sugar, and we have a half a cup of vinegar. And the apple cider vinegar is really good. It gives it a much more robust flavor.
Varieties.
All right, now we have to do, what else we got to do? Some almonds.
Almonds.
Generally, I just do some toasted almonds, chop them up, and we'll throw that in there.
That looks good.
Again, easy. And then, so we're going to do a twofold thing here. We want to get some orange juice into this, but we also want to get some zest. Now, I used to make the mistake of doing the orange juice first. Not smart. You really should get a little zest in first. Hillary, you think maybe you can help us with it?
You get the zest.
You're charged with zesting. Zesting's fun. Here, we can bring this over here a little bit
right on over.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Look at that. So we can zest like about a half of an orange or something.
Okay.
And then we can cut the orange and
I love zesting. It's fun. As long as I don't hit my knuckles.
That's
that's what I always do.
That bumper
you gotta watch the knuckles.
Zesting is fun.
Zesting is fun.
Oh my God.
Okay, how am I doing?
That's
a little
good.
bit more?
That's
good. Maybe just a little tiny bit more.
Okay.
So people think, well, why would you put zest in something? You know, we have the juice. Why do we need the zest? Well, I think because it gives so much flavor. It's really powerful. And in the skin, it's all oil. So you're getting this kind of orange oil into the pot. And it's a completely different...
and you can smell, it smells, just from the zest you did, you can really smell that it's wafting up.
All right, well, shall we?
Yes,
let's squeeze.
We shall.
Okay.
And we'll put the juice in there.
Okay.
Okay, so now we need some raisins.
Raisins,
and it's about 1/4 cup. So we have some ground cinnamon, and we have a little bit of fennel seed. Fennel gives it really nice flavor, this kind of licorice-ish kind of fennel.
My favorite.
And allspice.
Allspice?
Yeah, you want to throw a little allspice in there?
Do you want all of it in, or?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, why not?
I can't go wrong with that. I like it.
We can go wild today, right? So we get...
it's bubbling nicely.
Yes.
It is.
And it looks pretty.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So now, I know everybody thinks that doing a chutney is difficult. We just did a chutney. And basically, all we have to do, we're going to reduce the heat a little bit, and we're going to let this simmer on a low heat for about 35 minutes until it sort of starts to thicken a bit. And that is all there is to making a apple fig chutney.
I love it.
So simple.
Yeah, so I think everybody can do
I
that.
can't wait.
All right, so we can take a meditative moment right now. We're going to watch this simmer, and then we can start again.
Okay.
So I have some beautiful sweet potatoes from One Straw Farm from Joan Norman. I got these
That's
at
beautiful.
the 32nd Street Farmers Market, which they're probably all sick of me talking about that. But that's where I am every Saturday morning at 7 o'clock is
great.
at the market. So anyway, what I did, in the recipe it calls for roasted sweet potatoes. You can do any kind of thing that you want. You could boil them, you could steam them. So that's what I did. I'm really making Hillary work.
I love
today.
it.
You are. I like
This is what I
it.
do
You
at
know,
home anyway.
You're doing
so-
great.
Sometimes some of our guest hosts, they don't have to do all that much.
no.
They just stand there
And talk
look
and
really
chat.
good.
I like
Hillary's
to
a
sous
worker,
chef,
yeah.
and I like to eat.
Yeah,
So,
Yes.
yeah.
those are my.
All right, so we're doing a little of that. Then, really, it's about putting ingredients
Okay.
in. So we want to get some panko breadcrumbs,
Panko bread.
and we're going to use about 2 cups of those, but we
Okay.
have a little bit more than that
Okay.
in here, so I'll just put some of that there.
John, you're very good at eyeballing those measurements.
Oh, you know,
Yeah, it's like a talent.
after you do it for like half a century,
You can
it's
do
sort
it.
of kind of
Yeah, I mean, you're very good with doing
comes
that.
together. But we did actually measure this, which is flour.
Okay.
And we're going to use about a half a cup of flour.
I get this a little bit out of the way so everybody can.
Yeah, we
see
need to
the
we need to
Oh, we
spread
need to
out.
spread out.
Come on,
We're going to be
Beautiful.
using our
You know,
hands in a
beautiful
minute.
sweet
Yeah.
potatoes.
we need to do some of that there. All right, so you got flour, you got
Mm-hmm.
panko. Now we're going to use some cilantro. All right, Merrick, we better
sir.
get one. We need to get some scallions in
Okay,
there.
we got beautiful scallions
The
here.
scallions are also known as green onions. We had some in our basket there, so
Mm-hmm.
we're just going to put some of those there. And then in your very own recipe at
Mm-hmm.
home, it says to get 2 small Thai chilies, right? Or a Serrano chili.
Okay.
And both of those chilies that says it in there, they're hot.
Yeah.
These chilies are really, really hot. But we wanted to go just a little bit local with the chilies.
Okay.
And when we were out at Claggett Farm, we actually got some
Aren't they
fish peppers. Now these fish peppers are sort of historic and they're regional to the Chesapeake Bay. So they're called Chesapeake fish peppers and they're part of African American culinary history. And it's recently been sort of revived and discovered. And so farms all around the region right now are growing these, which is so cool. Right
do?
there. Okay, let's get this thing cooking here.
Okay. All right.
We have a mixture right there.
We
I can
do.
use.
Hey, there you go. All right, let me keep beating my egg.
All right. A little bit of salt and the pepper.
Now it's mix. Is it mixing time?
Now
it
it's
might
mixing
be.
time. I
Everybody
think
put your gloves
I'm gonna
on.
get my gloves on here.
Do I pour this on top?
Go right all over it.
Okay.
Right on in there.
All right. Okay. Here we
Okay,
go.
there you go. So essentially what you do at this
Mm-hmm.
point is just take and just start mixing. It's sort of like kneading the dough, right?
Okay.
So basically what we're going to do right now is
Spin it. And
here
make
you
it
go. You have your
Wow.
little thing here.
Okay.
And then
Coat it with a little
put
panko.
a little panko in. Do you think this thing's hot yet, Mir?
If I had some water, I could go like that.
That's what we usually do.
Oh,
Up,
sounds good.
all the way up.
All the
Mir.
way up? Okay.
All the way up, Mir.
All the way up.
So yeah, so this is basically what we have to do.
Okay. It already smells good.
And just take that,
All right.
throw that in there. We just use a Greek yogurt for that.
A plain Greek yogurt, I
plain
assume.
Greek
Now we're
yogurt.
going to make it
Now we
look
get
fancy.
real into real chef mode.
Now,
Uh-huh.
now we have to get that there, like so. And then pretty much all you have to do at that point is get it, so you can kind of see how that,
Mix this together. It
and then
blends.
just really, basically just put a dollop of it on top. And then you're ready to go.
Wow.
So there we go. We have
Oh my
spicy
God, they're
sweet potato
beautiful.
cakes and nothing to it, right?
No,
Uh-huh.
no,
All right,
not at all.
you can do it at home.
Thanks so much for watching. We hope that you got some ideas to recreate in your own kitchen and learned a little something along the way.
For more information on our common table and our mission to eat well, protect our environment, and rebuild the local food economy one dish at a time, check out our website and join us on social media.